launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, November 16th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. If you watch the show or listen to the podcast, you know I'm big on responding to feedback. It's the fastest way to get better, because otherwise you're just playing Battleship hoping you get a hit. And after hearing Robert Timms lay out his official off-season plan a few days ago, my guess is that he's not out there playing Battleship. According to Robert right now, his plan is to maintain his weight, which is holding steady at 265, scale back on some of the upper body work, and really hammer his legs to give his physique more balance heading into next year. To me, that's a direct plan that sounds like it comes from listening to direct feedback. And as long as he can execute, he should be good to go by the time he's ready to kick off his plans for 2022. We haven't done a ton of NPC coverage on the show lately, so if you're someone who isn't plugged into the national scene, then you might not know that the NPC Nationals are coming up in 5 weeks, which means you still have plenty of time to jump on the Carlos Thomas Jr. bandwagon before it fills up. All things considered, Thomas is probably one of the most intriguing amateur athletes on the scene right now because he has crazy proportions, crazy round muscle bellies that we don't see all that often at this level. And well, with that being said, at any of these pro qualifiers, it always boils down to conditioning. And it doesn't matter how impressive all that other stuff is if you don't show up in shape. But if you can figure out a way to dial in the rest of those pieces over the next month or so, look out, this guy's going to be a nightmare. Sometimes in life, there are times when less really is more. More weight on the bar isn't always a good thing because it can lead to bad habits, and bad habits will get you injured. And more weight on the scale isn't necessarily a good thing either because if that extra weight makes you look like a grade A slop jockey, well, we don't like that either, obviously. So the fact that Hunter Labrada has only put on 11 pounds since the Olympia is a prime example of what I'm talking about. He didn't go crazy or try to eat everything in sight and say something stupid like he's trying to maximize his post-show rebound. In this case, at least for now, it looks like less really is more. Now, full disclosure, I know that I just did a whole less is more thing in the last segment, but now I'm about to completely contradict myself because in this case, more really is more. In case you missed it, a few days ago, Shaun Clarida posted his first update since his big win in the open class at the Legion Sports Festival a few weeks back. And what we saw in the photo was the biggest and baddest version of Shaun yet. According to the caption in the picture, he weighs 194 pounds, which is up almost a full 20 pounds from his stage weight at the Legions. This guy's drive to improve and get better every day is something that you can't teach or coach into someone. It's something you're born with. And for people like him, less is more isn't an option. More is more. And that's all there is to it. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.